Okay, and part two of adding pop to some flat images. Now, we can't blame John at all for this, image not having a whole lot of pop because it is New York in the middle of winter. And what colors do we see in the middle of winter in New York? White. Yeah, that's right. That's about it. So let's add some color. We're going to cheat first and go to Image Adjustment Levels. And as you can see, we're already doing pretty good. I mean, we got our points at the end of the mountains, but we're going to add some more contrast. Now, I do a lot of this with especially my wedding photos when I got, just a mediocre image. The way to add some quick contrast is move the middle slider. I call it the milk slider because it doesn't really brighten the bright spots, it brightens the middle whites. And then we'll bring the end one dark down, hit OK. So before levels, after, not a big difference. Alright, now we'll go Image, Adjustment, Hue and Saturation, and we'll move that up quite a bit. Alright, see, that's a much bigger impact. Alright, it's brought out the oranges in the leaves, and the green in the stones, and the green in the evergreens back there. Before and after hue. Alright, now we're going to go back to our burn tool, shadows. I've moved the exposure down to 15% because we've already got quite a bit of contrast here. So I'm going to click and hold and run it over the stones. As you can see, they're coming out. Same thing with the leaves. Usually I do a little more carefully, probably with a bigger brush. Gotta hit those trees back there. Alright, now another tool to help you with saturation. Say you don't want to saturate the whole image like we did with the huge saturation, because that does the whole image. We want to do just certain spots. We're going to hit the sponge tool and saturate. Got to make sure that says saturate up there. And we're going to get the flow at 49%. And we'll just say we want to brighten the leaves quite a bit. Now, as you can see, I was trying to get a little bit too bright, so we probably could have put the flow down a little bit, but that's okay. Run it over our evergreens up there. Because the more colors that you have in the photo that contrast, the more attractive the photo will be to the human eye, and it just looks better, period. Ooh, got some yellow over there. Green. Okay, now as you can see, we kind of overdid it on the whole thing. And say after you've looked at it, the best thing if you can't tell if it looks like it's been over photoshopped, is once you fix an image, just leave it there. Go through your other pictures, look at them for a while, and then come back, say, oh, well, no, that looks good, or no, that needs to come down a little bit. We'll just go Image, Hue, Saturation, and we'll bring the whole thing down a little bit. Not too much. Okay. So, before we touched it, and after all the toys. Okay, so see you later.